Are you sick and tired of hitting inconsistent iron shots that go left, go right and do not go where you want them to go regards to direction or distance? Today we're going to give you a helping hand, guys. Welcome back to Get Good at Golf. My name is James Robinson and we are going to talk through stop cutting across the golf ball. It's something which so many golfers do and it can drive you absolutely mad. But you can see quite a few different shots when you do. So we're 150 yards out here. I've got an 8 iron and realistically here, this should be about the right club. But if I come across the golf ball, oh no, I've pulled that. I mean, I think it struck it really, really nicely, but unfortunately that divot's pointing way left, that's gone long left, and it's not the shot that I want. Now, we often talk about divots here at Get Good at Golf, and we discuss where your divot should be pointing. You can see here that that divot is pointing a long way left of my target. Now, that's not ideal, that's nowhere near optimum for a divot that we want. We always discuss that your divot should be pointing ever so slightly left because we know the club wants to travel around the body. So it has to exit ever so slightly left, but not, unfortunately, that far left. So that's a really good method of feedback that you can get regards to your club path. But if you are cutting across the golf ball, that's a really good way of finding out if you don't have access to a Golfson, a TrackMan or a GC Quad. Now, what happened there to make the ball go left? Because we all know that if you cut across it, I'm probably going to slice it. I'm going to hit a horrible high right shot. And the difference can be astronomical because the first shot went long left. Now, if I hit the same swing path and cut across, oh no, that one's gone right. I mean, it started on target and then it's faded off. So it's quite difficult to do with such a high lofted iron, but so many people manage to do so. So we've had one that goes long left and one that goes short right, both of which I've cut across that golf ball. So how can I, first of all, neutralise that? And why do they go left and right? So that all comes down to your club face alignment in relation to the swing path. So if I cut across the golf ball with a square club face to that path, that's going to be closed to your target. So it's going to be pointing left of your target for a right-handed golfer. That means the ball is going to travel directly where that club face is pointing because it is square to the swing path. If I have a club face that's open to that swing path, very much like a free kick in football, if you kick it with the outside of your foot, the ball spins off because the club face is open to that swing path. So first of all, I need to realise, am I shutting the club face down? Am I leaving the club face open? And how can I resurrect that so I hit it a lot straighter? So the first thing that you want to think about is that swing path. Can I get this swing path working a little bit closer to the target? So rather than cutting across the ball here, I want to feel as though I can get that club in a much better position on the way back, a nice more stable position at the top. And Chris is going to talk us through a really, really good drill that can help you do this, not only hit it straighter, but a little bit further as well and a little bit more consistent. So once you do that, you should be able to hit shots a little bit like that one. It's always better when I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm not sure if that hit the hole or what, but if you want to learn how to do that, hit that subscribe button. And you can see this is exactly what we want from a well-struck iron. We want consistent distance and just about being flag high for your birdie attempt.
So guys, great points as always there from James, but it's even more frustrating in this area that we are now. So 130 yards out, and this is where I would call the scoring area. This is where if you're looking to get down to a handicap in the teens, a handicap in single figures, or even the elusive scratch, this is where you need to be better at not only hitting the greens, but hitting it a little bit closer. So many times people here do exactly like James did on the last. They pull that shot into the bunker, or they hang back and they push it out to the right, and they're not attacking these flags. From here, we want to be hitting the greens, giving yourself more chances, and even if that's just getting on the green and getting out with a par, that's better than missing the green, chipping on, and getting a 5. So we've got to start thinking about that. It's just about giving ourselves the best chance to make a par. So one of the biggest things we start to see with people, obviously cutting across the golf ball, is the sequence gets out of order. So sometimes we start to see that the upper body comes first, then the lower body, and we can see that club's already very steep. We're coming across. Sometimes we'll time that up and square it up nicely and we'll hit that pull. The next time, like James showed you, you'll leave it open, and the third time you'll hit it to a foot. That's just the way James works.
Chance, yep.
But we also start to see some people from here start to spin out because you've been so focused on everyone said you've got to turn your hips, you've got to turn your body aggressively from the top. We do that, we don't transfer our weight, and we start to see this motion here. Again, club face way open, We might catch it heavy, we might catch it thin. We're going to hit all kinds of shots. So we want to start to think, yes, I want to rotate, but I also have to get that weight transfer. So I have to be getting my weight through to this finish. So how can we do that? So one way we can do that is start to think, right, let's over exaggerate it. Our path we know is going left consistently. Let's drop this right foot back and close our stance a little bit and just hit some shots where we're really starting to feel, right, can I get my path and my club to work out in front of me and feel like it's working out to the right. On the driving range, you can just hit little shots there. You can obviously set up to a target, drop your right foot back, and then start to feel, right, can I get my path going out to the right? Can I get that club getting that turning nicely? You see there, a nice clean contact, a little draw, started on line. So I've been able to manipulate my path there. And once I've got that feel of, okay, I'm turning, but I'm getting that weight shift out towards the right-hand side and more into my toes, we can then start to add a little bit more speed into that. So I can now go, okay, I'm going to get into my setup, drop that right foot back a little bit, maybe do a half swing now and go through to my finish. Right, yes, I've got that nice little draw that started out to the right, so I know my path now is moving out to the right. And if we look at that divot, we can start to see I have moved that path that is now just to the right of the target, and we've been able to change that ever so quickly. I've not had to put a lot of speed into it. I'm not overthinking it. All I'm doing there is taking my setup being square, drop my right foot back, my shoulders are a little bit closed, and now I can go in there, same ball position, but hit a full shot. Let's see if I can get this onto the green, because now we've got a better start line. So nice little draw there, solid contact. Is it far enough? Yes, it is. It's on there, as James hopefully has zoomed in.
I've got it, mate, don't you worry.
To around about 10 feet, but you can see there I've hit 3 shots just to build that path. I've started to get nice divots, nice square divots, nice divots that are working a little bit out to the right. So instead of cutting across it and losing distance, we've now changed that ball flight. It's more consistent. Start line's better, distance control is better. That's going to help you get good at golf.